It's Week 8 of the 2027 season.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Hunt completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be yards on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes it's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18.
Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Lee McMillan, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
They're just looking really porous, aren't they? They really are. And I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist. Because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This will be fielded at the 17. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and the Lions will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Vasquez. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 40 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Play action. It's Warner. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short gain here down to the 22. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A play fake. Now Warner. He'll buy some time running. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
They'll run on first down. It's Vasquez, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Punt. Incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. They'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
11 more on that one, and another first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine's.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, the defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. A drive there in just 4 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hunt. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays...
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Breece Hall taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Seahawks are back within a score. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter. And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100. He's been working well towards 100 here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try the left side. Vasquez down to about the 45. The Lions at 4-3, a game over 500. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight. And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 38. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. On 3rd down, it's Vasquez. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On 1st down, Vasquez. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will. Now Warner. The quick slant caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time. You're exactly right about that. Backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hunt. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 1st down. Hunt. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Again to the fullback on the dive. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Warner. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Let's go now.
Now a 1st down throw, Warner. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw on 2nd down, Warner going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Still 2nd down.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and then bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Warner. And he fires one, but incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On first down, punt, and that is incomplete here.
They started this drive backed up against the run and a turnover. But I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run with Hall. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On the give, this is their fullback. We'll call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
They're bringing us about right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Vasquez, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run on first down. Vasquez. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hunt. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Take it at the 37. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ballgame.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions on first down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Griffin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Vasquez. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And out now come the Seahawks. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. On 1st and 10, Hunt. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hunt. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On the draw, it's Hall. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Hunt. And this is going to be incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. DJ Chark, 57 yards. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Warner. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That one goes for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle they go. Vasquez. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Vasquez, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hunt. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks. Looking to throw. Hunt. Open man right side is Sharp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw again.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown.
Khalil Shakir.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Griffin, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandable.
When the members on and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you got to get it on your own. They get an attitude like you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in a car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit.